So how did you start flying?
I started when I was still in my 20s, I think. I had someone bought me an experience flight for my birthday, and I got quickly obsessed and sort of bought some more lessons and things, but I didn't have enough money in those days. I couldn't keep it up, you know, so had mortgages to pay and one thing and another, so I just gave it up. And then a few years ago, when was it, about 5 or 6 years ago, Judy bought me another experience flight, and again I got the bug and just carried on and got my license. I'm very glad I did. It's much more of a hobby really than you know, going somewhere. You can go places. I plan to go. I've never really flown, apart from going to the Isle of Wight, which doesn't count. I've never really flown over the water. So this year I plan to go to France, or certainly to Lundy and maybe the Scilly Isles, and just check a few places out.
And it does give you that option, doesn't it, of just flying somewhere down the coast and going into a pub?
Yeah, and the microlight, you can land almost anywhere. I mean, we could land in any of these fields, not that it would be good for it, but you can. So there are lots of tiny little airfields and airstrips around that farmers have, so you can go to all kinds of places.
So what's the best day trip you've done from here?
I like going down to Perranporth. We do that. We go, there's an old RAF airfield on the cliffs. So you land over the sea, you come in over the sea and land, and then walk along the coastal path into Perranporth and have lunch and come back. Done that. We've got friends in Land's End, so we fly down there sometimes and visit them.
You get those classic conversations with the landlord when they say, so how far have you come? How did you get here?
Sometimes, yeah. At Salcombe, we fly down to Salcombe sometimes, and there's a very nice fish restaurant there, but you've got to pay in advance because their tables are so sought after. I try to explain to them, if it's raining I can't come, you know. But,
so have you ever had a yen to get behind the joystick of a big plane?
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to have a go, yeah. But I certainly don't want to learn how to do, you know, it just take too long. And I once did some flying training in Jerez in Spain, and it's a big training school there, and a lot of airline pilots training there. They were all really jealous that I was just doing this kind of plane where they're having to do mathematics and computer studies. I mean, it seems like a big plane, they just sort of press Paris and on the computer and off they go. Not a lot of actual flying involved.
I suppose there's always the day when the pilot takes ill and the stewards are going down saying, does anyone know how to fly this thing?
Yeah, every small private pilot's fantasy, that. Yeah. Every time I get on a plane I think, damn, he looks really well. Yeah.